Good morning from Adelaide on a very chilly November morning. We are currently outside the office of Simon Birmingham, Senator for South Australia in the federal government. We have come to give a little bit of a message to Mr. Birmingham as our representative to take back to the federal government. We are currently in a climate code red, and all we have witnessed lately is Glasgow's shit show. So, Australia has made themselves a climate pariah. And we are making a statement here. Glasgow is a shit show, and we have left a nice message of some very organic horse manure, pile of horse shit, which hopefully Senator Birmingham will feel quite at home with all the shit that's been going around. But also I believe he was brought up on a horse property north of Adelaide, so there's a nice little one. And we have a representation of Australia's long-term emission reduction plan, which actually says little or nothing. It doesn't explain how we're going to get there. 2050 for net zero emissions is far, far, far too late. We need our government to act now. And we think your gas stinks. The absolute audacity of the Australian government to be supported by Santos at COP26 and having the Australian stand at that conference funded by Santos, and with Santos spruiking up their carbon capture, the absolutely ludicrous system. The only way to capture carbon is already captured in the ground right now. Leave it there. So Senator Birmingham, Senator for South Australia, cop this shit. Now, if anybody would like some wonderful manure for their wonderful garden, they can come along and collect some. Bring a bucket, bring a barrow, and you can have some lovely horse manure for your garden. And that sums it up really. Glasgow was a shit show. We're in climate emergency. UN leader has said we're in a climate code red after the report was released. And all our government does is, to quote the wonderful Greta, blah, blah, blah. We need action now. We need to have net zero achieved by 2030. That's a net zero. Nobody has yet even started talking about absolute zero. But by continuing on with this absolutely ridiculous digging up of fossil fuels, the government has already approved many, many more fossil fuel projects. And they still think we can have a gas-led recovery out of COVID. Absurd. Shit show. And right now I think this is the best show in town. We're on a busy commuter route into the city, so we're going to be getting the passing traffic. Sun's coming up. We have had quite a bit of rain in the last 24 hours, but that's held off to give us a beautiful morning. Welcome to everybody. Thank you for tuning in. It's not as late in the eastern states, but very noisy truck. And yeah. Thanks, John. I can actually. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Jansen. See you. Thank you, Adelaide from Caroline. Well, you're welcome. Short, sharp, shiny action here outside Senator Birmingham's office. I think they might have a nice surprise when they arrive here. So for gardeners out there, lots of nice mulch and sawdust in there. Lots of nice golden nuggets for your garden. Come along and collect some. We're on Sir Donald Bradman Drive. We're just outside of Adelaide CBD on a busy commuter route. Still a little bit early here in Adelaide, but the traffic will be getting busier as the morning unfolds. Thank you, Simon, for providing a nice pathway here. And shaping up to be a nice morning with context here where we are in Adelaide. Spring day. Hopefully a nice spring day today. So, Senator Birmingham, you represent us in South Australia, so can you please absolutely represent how we feel? We feel absolutely appalled at the Glasgow shit show. We think that your gas stinks. So can you please take back to your leader, our government, who is supposed to be representing us all, governing for us all, and do something. Do it now. Extinction Rebellion, South Australia. We've just had some traders having a good laugh out of their van window as they drove by. So we do not want to be the world's climate pariah. We're now ranked 60th at the bottom of a list of countries of our woeful inaction. So take your message to your leader, Simon Birmingham. Represent South Australia as we ask you to do. Glasgow was a shit show and your gas stinks. Extinction Rebellion. I think we will now leave that to moulder. Nothing like a good bit of mature horse manure for the garden. So please do come along and help yourself to some. And also I'd like to remind you all that we are on Kaurna country, stolen lands of the Kaurna people, never ceded from the people of the traditional owners of the Adelaide Plains. Well, that was it. A pretty short action today, and we will leaving our mark here on Sir Donald Bradman Drive of the shit show that was Glasgow, winding up just about now. Oh, we had another toot and a thumbs up driving by. So I shall leave you there. Much, much shorter than our last action, but hopefully we'll leave a lasting mark here. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully this will be spinning around the globe soon. So goodbye from us here, Extinction Rebellion, South Australia, outside the office of Senator Simon Birmingham. Just really fed up of copping your shit so you can cop ours. Farewell. Until the next time.